49ers offseason must begin, and it starts now. Another episode, Whistle Game Podcast.
Yo.
What's good, everybody out there? It's your boy Ferb, the host, Whistle Game Podcast, and I'm with my crew, my brothers, my people.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good,
yes,
baby?
sir. It's your boy, the best dress. What's going on? How y'all? What's
It's
popping?
your boy P in the house, baby. What's going on?
Listen, man, Sundays ain't the same right now, man. It's I don't know if I still got the Super Bowl hangover or it's just regular Sunday no football, man. What are y'all doing with y'all Sundays right now?
Man, family time. Working my business, my side business, and man, probably bored flipping through TV all day trying to find something on TV. I don't even think I cut on TV that much on Sundays no more. So, yeah.
What about you?
No, listen, my TVs are dust collectors right now. I don't think I turned on the TV. I ain't watched nothing that looked like Sports Center, YouTube, no commentary. I'm still, looking for a therapist. Yeah, I'm still looking for a therapist that can treat me for this Super Bowl hangover. So yeah, I've been in shit zone from it, but I don't feel the same. I hate it. But as you can see, the background says I'm already on the 2024. That's the schedule for next year. I got to go ahead and flip the page. I'm trying my damnedest to flip the page right now. So what's going on? What's popping, people?
Oh, yeah.
Let's flip it, man. I think the two biggest hot topics going into the offseason right now is one, a defensive coordinator open position, and where is that going to lead us? And then obviously BA is a super, super, super hot topic. Let's talk BA first, man. Let's talk BA.
Let's
talk BA
first. Let's go, BA, baby.
I think we kind of got into it after the Super Bowl, but now we've had some days, some time to reflect. There's been some reporting. Obviously, the league year money came out. It increased $30 million. So we are now officially under the cap with that. Some news came out today about Fred Warner getting an extension / contract restructure. So that's going to save some money. I've never had concerns about the money to be able to sign BA. But what's your thoughts? Sign BA, trade Debo, sign BA. Where you at, P? I'll let you go first. What scenario you want to see? You tell me.
Well, if not looking at paper as far as BA, you wouldn't know that he putting up the numbers that he put up, because I feel like sometimes BA is not Brock's target in some games. So he runs the routes that Brock is not all the time throwing the long routes, the deep routes. So it's more like we focus on getting the ball in those short routes. You got Jennings, you got Debo. So would BA be missing if we did trade him? So that was a question I had. But you can't lose a BA. You can't. He blocks. He gives us that Dennis Rodman on our team. He's the aggressor. He's tussling.
No, that's third and Juwan. That's third and Juwan. He the Dennis Rodman.
Right. So you can't lose a BA. I mean, I knew even with the cap salary being raised, I knew they was gonna try to find a way to make sure they sign that guy. So yeah, you can't lose a BA, in my opinion.
So you saying sign BA, keep Debo, keep everything intact, just keep it the way it is.
Keep everything intact, add some like major pieces, because you can't go back and say we're just gonna run it back. You can't do that. You're gonna run it into Kansas City again. So you gotta have something that's gonna push us over the edge and push us through the wall when it comes to Kansas City, Baltimore, whoever we gotta face next year. So we gotta add something dramatic to the team.
Yeah, and we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that later. But
So
that's the
definitely.
thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna if you sign BA and you keep everything intact. When you say the word major, you're not gonna be able to do that. The major would be keeping BA.
Like Nard gonna tell you, it's some other key players that just holding roster spots that can free up some money. So it's some stuff that can be moved around to bring in some more key players. In my
Correct,
opinion,
but you said major. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
You said major is not. I
Yeah.
don't think major gonna happen. What about you,
Okay.
Nard? What up?
Look, this might be the most uneducated verse I ever put down. I laid on the track. So listen. When I say I try to detach myself from football, this is gonna be one of them verses I just start rhyming. You know, I've got all kind of words that just go together, right? Because I've been detached, so I don't know what the rumors are. Anything that look like 49, I turn my notifications off. So this gonna hurt me to say this, right? As much as we love BA, and BA does the things that we need him to do to be successful in our offense, I don't know. Again, I said it before. I don't know how happy BA is in our offense. I mean, I think if he's in a spread offense, the Miamis of the world, the Buffaloes of the world, even potentially, the Rams of the world. I think he's a 1,500-yard receiver. In our offense, I don't see him ever hitting that plateau, having 15 yards. This year, he had a great season. I mean, he went over 1,000 again. Had a lot of catches. Again, I don't see it happening. I don't know how we unload him. I don't know if we play hardball and make him play his last year and then try to franchise him. Maybe that's the way we go with it, right? However, I just don't know. I mean, just like Brad, you make the statement all the time is we kept Armstead over Tick and D-Buck, right? You know what I mean? We made that decision to keep Armstead over D-Buck. I think we're going to come into the same conversation 2 years from now is we bid it on or we pay Debo and we let, BA go. I think this is going to be the same conversation that we're going to have 2 years from now. And I hate to say it. I mean, I know he's still on the contract, got to come back next year. For the future is probably, what we would like to do. I just don't know how happy Brandon is right now. Again, I haven't watched any interviews with BA or Debo or Kyle or Brock or anybody to talk about this team, and not any of the other analysts, the ex-NFL guys, about what BA looks like in this system. So for me, again, I come to this conversation today unprepared because I'm still in therapy. I'm still in mourning. So, I'm just being honest.
So let me ask you this. So you rather trade BA, get a second and a third round pick, whatever, maybe a late first, and use that to get more weapons that will have more control.
Okay, so let me go. If I had to make a deal, I'm moving, even though Debo just got his contract extension or his new contract, I'm moving on from Debo. I am. Ooh. I mean, Debo is in I think he can get us a first round pick. I think he has shown that he has MVP type caliber. He has big play capability. I think he has the versatility that other organizations may be looking for. The ability for him to be a punt returner, kick returner, receiver, running back. The new version of Darren Sproles. I mean, I think Debo has those things. I think he has great value. If I got to choose on one to be a wide receiver, I'm choosing BA for all year long. If you watch my Facebook, when I talk to some of my flag guys in the world, I've always said BA has been our wide receiver one, right? And if I'm making this decision, he's younger, he's a better route runner, has better hands, and if we put him on a jet sweep, he can probably get loose in that as well. And I think he's probably more durable at this time than Debo. So if I'm making a decision, much as this hurts me, I'm probably moving on from 19.
Yeah. So comparing both of them combined. Go ahead, P.
No, I was just gonna say then, in our scheme, isn't Debo a better fit as far as the distance where Brock consistently throws versus a BA?
I think that's on play design. I don't think it has nothing to do with Brock's ability. I think it's just truly on play design and what we're calling. We're calling first window throws. We're doing a lot of RPO type stuff where it's not an RPO run, where it's a handoff for a throw. It's not a run with the quarterback in the RPO system. It's a lot of check with me kind of deal where it's 2 plays being called in the huddle based on the look that we get. At the end of the day, I think if we can get value for the value that I think that Debo probably still has on this market, potentially we can get us 2 younger receivers and put BA on the money that currently Debo is on and save some of our money. But again, what you said is what I was going to say as well. We got a lot of people that's making $2 million that ain't giving $2 million worth of whatever. That we got to do some restructuring. We got to do some cutting the fat and trimming the fat back. And I think that gives us salary cap moves. But again, if I'm choosing between the 2 receivers that we have, I'm going with BA because I think Christian gives us a version of Debo that Debo can't give.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
So here goes my thing. Throw this one other thing before we move on. If we pay BA with the Don Julio, if we pay BA,
y'all make me start drinking. It's not there.
We'll have if we pay BA what he's worth, we'll have over $40 million of the salary cap next year going to BA and Debo. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money
for the
2 wide receivers. Is it worth it? Like you're saying, when you got CMC
and Jenny,
which we're gonna talk about. Wow. We're gonna talk about third of Juwan. So you got $40+ million tied up in 2 receivers for a team that had the least pass attempts in the NFL last year. Does it make sense? Do you see what I'm saying?
So without these weapons, though, are they going to lock down on our run or try to attempt to lock down our run?
They tried to, and they couldn't stop it.
Got those threats.
They tried to, they couldn't stop it. We threw the least amount of attempts last year than anybody in the NFL. So does it make sense to have 2 high-ass paid receivers and we don't throw the ball that much?
Well, I look at it skinning the cat another way. I like the idea of getting better in the wide receiver room, and I think we can survive with one of them on the roster. We gotta hit, in the wide receiver category this year. We missed with Danny Gray. We missed with receivers in the past. We've even missed with the veterans that we have went and brought in. Like they haven't been able to give us anything that's dynamic enough to make people have to guard us.
Since Emmanuel in 19.
Since Sanders. Yeah. So I think that's what we need to be kind of looking for, seeing if we have to move on from one of them, seeing can we get more explosive players, younger players, trying to develop, the next wide receiver. Can we find a couple, great value guys that can kind of give us what we need and have 4 guys we can put on the field. I don't know if we continue to go into a wide receiver room with Juwan, much as I love Juwan, but Juwan being our next best receiver. And then after that, we got Conley, we got
Bell, Ronnie Bell. I think is going
to fit. Like we got a lot of empty nesters or empty performance guys that at some place got to hit the field. And we haven't been successful in being able to find that guy yet. And I think this draft may be full of guys, but we got to take a chance on the guy. Maybe he is 5'10", maybe he's not 6'3". Maybe we have to go back to a bunch of Edelmans and Wes Welkers and try to figure out, can we find a bunch of them? Like, we're going to have to do something, but I don't know if we can keep both of them next year. $50 million in the wide receiver is ridiculous for what
I say pay BA, trade Debo if we had to. If we had to. But for sure, pay BA. BA stays, pay BA. Let's go to the defensive side.
Brad, when is this airing? I'm still trying to lock down the deal to get the BA to come here for the Niners Empire Charlotte cookout here in the summer. I need this night to air. Listen, I don't feel like wrestling Debo in the park because I said we need to trade him. Like, I just don't need to do that. So when is this airing? Because I don't need this to go out.
This going to air tomorrow, cuz.
Cancel that.
Shout out to Debo.
Shout out.
Let's go to the defensive coordinator. We are the only team in the NFL without a defensive coordinator.
I know why.
We conducted, as this is today, Monday, February 26th, we conducted 2 interviews. Shanahan confirmed with another one planned and then 2 more outside of the organization. We talked to Brandon Staley, which wasn't any secret, former head coach of the Chargers. And then Nick Sorensen, who was our defensive game pass. But they make all these extra positions, but he was our defensive pass coordinator Man, what's your thoughts, man? Who y'all want? What are we doing? What's going on? Let me say this before y'all start. There's a lot of people out there, and y'all too might be a part of it, that's like out on Brandon Staley. But I think Brandon Staley would. I don't want Brandon Staley, make that clear. But I don't think he would be bad. He just was not good as a head coach in terms of the decisions to either go for it, not to go for it, being too aggressive, things like that. But his defense, if you go back to the Rams and even with the Chargers, his defense has played decent. So, but that's not my pick. That's not who I want. But I'm just saying,
was actually playing pretty good, though. Yeah.
You said what you say, P?
No, I was just saying the Chargers was playing pretty good, decent ball. So he definitely had, not looking playoff-ish. But the
Chargers had so much defensive talent, and it seemed like they underperformed. But I think this is maybe he was trying to be too much of a head coach. I think if he was just focused on defense, he would be okay. I don't know. What's y'all thoughts? Who do y'all want?
Well, like Nard said, man, I've been out of tune with a lot of press, a lot of like hearsay, he say, she say stuff, rumors. Like this probably was the first day I really dug into it just for the show. So the names I would like to keep it in house. I mean, if some of those guys want to step up, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I'm pretty sure everybody got different opinions. But you got one guy from our staff interviewing later. You got one you already interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
So why not keep it in the house?
You think in house would be better?
A good fit.
And then like the guys that's in house are new people. So like Nick Soros saying he's only been with us since last year. It ain't like he's Chris Kasarik who's been there probably 8, 9, 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but who was out there then? Because I'm pretty sure everybody done snatched up all the good ones.
Nah, I'm still on the Rex Ryan train. Bring me sexy Rexy. Bring me sexy Rexy.
I'll say this: I'm not sold on Kasarik. I think I'm gonna be a little leery if Kasarik is the candidate that we kind of decide to move with.
Nah, he's not interviewing. He doesn't want it. He said it. Yeah, he doesn't want it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I trust nobody who says that they didn't want the job. I've seen people take promotions that they weren't ready for because they know the opportunity won't come again. So those are things that I'm not interested in. I'm gonna ride the Rex train with you, my guy. Like I want somebody who's gonna talk a lot of shit, who's gonna be whatever. I just don't know if Rex Ryan blends with the 49 new image, right? I don't know if him and Shanahan can be on the same page, can be a part of the same staff. I understand we all work with people that we can't stand, but we all work for a common goal. I just don't see it happening. Like I don't see it being a success piece where that's going to go. Now, will he be beneficial to our defense? Absolutely. But together, him being a maybe assistant head coach, associate head coach, or having some level of power since he's the defensive coordinator. I just don't know if that's a blend that works. I don't know if they have a history of working together. I know that Rex has been super critical of Kyle in his commentary of the 49ers and their thing. And I maybe sometime when you have another job of being a commentator that can hurt you when you get ready to go back to coaching as a who you are.
How long have you been away from coaching? How long?
Like 6 years? Like 6 years?
Yeah. Okay. So I think, being in that role where you sitting up in the birdie seat and you criticizing every player, every play, offense, defense, especially defenses, and you think you can do it better. I think sometimes what you say behind closed doors in the dark comes back to bite you. And this may be one of those situations with Sexy Rexy.
Should we put to bed all the dream people, this Belichick and Vrabel and all of that?
I'm not because I'm not sold on the fact that Rex will go there. I mean, at one time Rex said the only job that he would take would be the Dallas job. He thought it was open, right? I'm just not in belief that Rex is ready to come back to coaching. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of time as a coach, a lot of time you put in coaching, being away from your family, things like when you've been away from football for 5-6 years, it's hard to turn that trigger back on, regardless of how much knowledge you have. It's hard to turn it back on and get back into what's new, what's in phase. And I understand that he in the commentary game that he probably watches just as much film as a coach right now because he's watching all 32 teams. He's watching the all 22. He's watching the inside. He's probably watching a lot of film and getting a chance to kind of break down a lot of things people are doing defense. I just don't know how you turn it on and understand that you have these 15, 16-hour days breaking down film and being responsible for personnel. I look
but
there.
who wouldn't want to coach this defense?
A person.
I was just gonna say that when you come into a team like this, though,
a person that's been getting dressed up, getting money, sitting on TV, being able to talk about everybody else and their performances. That's what
I mean, this defense is better than the Dallas defense. We got more playmakers, everything like.
And we've seen that you can be a scapegoat being the defensive coordinator for the 49ers.
oh man,
Here we go.
that's such a big word in the room, man.
You can be a scapegoat.
So that's so the defensive coordinator still to be determined. But you're saying don't give out hope on Belichick, on Vrabel, or nothing. I don't see Belichick taking it. They're saying they're only going to interview 2 more. Hopefully, we'll hear the names soon of who the 2 more outside the organization are. But obviously, I don't see Belichick taking it. Of course, I would love Belichick. And I don't see Vrabel as a defensive coordinator. He's more of a head coach, an executive, leader of men type of guy. He's never called plays, been a part. Like, he just played defense, and then people associate him to being a defensive coordinator. I don't see him being a defensive specialist or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, I'm keeping all names open. It's still, I mean, we're being so secretive, and I haven't watched anything, so it's that. But I'll say this: whoever will allow to have this job, or we grant permission to coach this defense, I want them to have some say. I don't want it somebody a first-time defensive coordinator. I want somebody that's going to come in and demand responsibility and be able to who we draft in the secondary. I need to be able to see Walmack figure out if he's going to be a part of this team. We're going to trade him away. Just as fast as we traded Trey, I want to see Walmack, Luther, Jr., any of those guys. I want them to have an opportunity to compete, or let's move on from them. We need to be at that point of this defense at this time, is being able to get them on the field or get them out of the program. Like, we can't afford to be 3 years behind in development for these guys. Like, it can't happen. It can't continue to happen. We can't not do it. We got a lot riding on Jair Brown coming back in his second season, and then Hufanga coming off a major knee injury for his third season. Like,
them boys gonna be dynamic.
Yeah, again, we don't know how he's going to respond to this knee. Yes, Brock had a hell of a year responding from his elbow, but a knee is different. Like, a knee is super different, and it ain't just about the knee. It's about the mental part of being able to get over, the psychological part of being able to play with a knee, right? It ain't so much of can he squat, can he lateral move, like, can he turn it on? Will he stop favoring it? That's the part of a knee. I've had many guys around me tear knees up, and that's always been a psychological part, not the performance.
Me tore my knee up when I was 13 years old. I was one of the top basketball kids in the tri-state area. Never played basketball again. I'm coaching now.
Yeah, you know that. We talking about athletes.
I think it's the fear of not re-injuring it. So you play timid. It take you a long time to get comfortable with playing on those knees and those ankles, man. So that's a whole different ball game.
Correct. Plus, personally, I can't jump. I never could dunk the ball. I still can't. I'm fucking damn near 6'3". Can't dunk a basketball. But anyway, let's move on.
Now the whole world knows that. Now the whole world knows that. Hey,
but I could play now. Brad, I just can't dunk. I could play.
Had you been
New York City?
Had you been drinking Arizona tea? The Whistle Game podcast drinks Arizona tea.
Well, Don Julio gives you wings.
Yeah. Let's play a game.
Okay.
Let's play a game. All right. This game is going to be called Stay, Let Walk.
I like it.
Or Need to Upgrade. All right. Stay, walk, or walk but need to upgrade. All right.
And anybody in the comments, go ahead and play along too.
Play along.
Go ahead and type in who you want to stay and who you want to go.
All right. So this is obviously for our free agents. First one, and this is rapid fire. Let's not get this. Let's just go right into it. All right. Sam Darnold.
Bye.
Out of here. Out of
Sam,
here.
all right. I would say stay. I would say stay. Brandon Allen.
Bye.
That's
So y'all want a whole new quarterback room behind Brock.
Yeah.
Y'all want to bring back Trey?
Nah, we ain't never doing that. Nah, bye. We ain't rambling. Remember, we ain't rambling talking about Trey. Trey over with.
Hey, man.
Hey,
interior line. Honey packs, baby.
John Feliciano.
Center. Oh, yeah. Centers. Hey, we get a whole new offensive line. New offensive line. All of them got to go. Let's go. He out of here.
So you saying upgrade?
Upgrade, baby.
What you say, Mark?
I say stay.
I say stay too.
It wasn't the right guard. It was the right tackle that had my issues. So I say stay.
It wasn't the right guard.
It's McKivens.
Yeah, I say stay, Felicianos. Even if we upgrade, stay and upgrade. He's a solid backup because he could play all three interior positions: left guard, center, right guard.
Stay. He has value. Yes,
he has value.
Okay. He can stay. I got you.
Matt Pryor, another interior. He didn't see the field.
Upgrade.
Draft somebody new.
Out of here.
Ben Birch. He's a restricted free agent.
Bye.
Get him up out of there.
Another guard. Get him out of here too.
All right, here go a big one. Ray, unrestricted free agent.
Bye,
Ray. You ain't doing that for me. Ray, go, man. We got to get some new receivers in there, man. We're gonna be on the field, man.
So we're gonna hand the return duties to Ronnie Bell, or hopefully draft somebody new.
Yeah, I'm looking. I mean, there are other vets out there, but yeah, Ray, I appreciate you, but brother, time was limited.
Connolly, he's an unrestricted free agent.
I like Connolly, but he got to go, man.
Well, what?
I would keep Connolly. Good special teams guy. He's a good special teams guy. Gunner and all of that.
Okay.
Give me young boys.
Big catch in the Super Bowl.
Give me young boys.
All right.
Because somebody else on that list too. So
yeah, here go right here. They got a big one. Jawan, JJ,
right.
third and
so
Jawan. He's a restricted free agent. He's not unrestricted. He's restricted. So I don't see him going anywhere. But what y'all say?
No. Yeah, you got to keep Jawan.
Yeah, you got to
pay
keep
Jawan.
Jawan's he's earned somebody to be loyal to him. We know he's gonna do everything. He's the bully of the wide receiver crew.
Correct.
Receivers are known to be pretty boys and prima donnas, and he don't have any of those characteristics. And he don't care if he get the ball one time a game or 10 balls a game. He's gonna be ready every time the ball comes to him. So I say Jawan is a key.
Yeah. Ross Dwelly, unrestricted free agent.
I've been trying to get rid of Dwelly and
tight end
Warner and every other tight end behind Kittle for the last. And number 9, whoever he was, he got in the game. Get rid of every last one of them.
We drafted two tight ends last year. Unfortunately, we drafted two tight ends last year. We got the dude from Alabama and the other guy. Because also Charlie Warner is an unrestricted free agent too.
They in a package deal. Get rid of both of them.
Get rid of both of them. Rock with
on Tuesday. We put them out on Tuesday.
All right. Let's talk about Randy Gregory. Do 14 plus million.
Oh man. Randy.
Unrestricted free agent.
Shit.
What you got?
14 million?
That's what he's due. 14 million plus.
Yeah, he gonna got to go to. He gonna have to go because at some point, when I look at it, he's in a Colin Farrell. I mean, he's gonna play a part in that. Drake Jackson gonna play a part in that, and all those guys. So we got Greg. Bye, Randy.
Yeah.
What if we could give him a pound or something? We throw some pounds in there. You know, he a big weed smoker.
Yeah, it was it was. I'm waiting on one to win. You come to the one.
All right, so there you go, Chase Young.
Yeah. I say we move on, man. He was a bust to me. He had 1 or 2 good games, in my opinion. It didn't work out.
I think he needs a year in the program, right? I think we can offer him a deal. What does he do next year? It's a whole restructure. It's a brand new deal, right? With him, I think you give him a chance. I mean, I think you can put a deal on the table that he got to
like
take
10 million or something like that.
I'll probably do 10 million. I do what Randy Gregory grabs. If we're gonna get rid of Gregory, I think he has to go in as a day one starter and understand he's the other end and he goes out to perform.
But will he accept the 1 year though?
No, I'm not saying a 1
I would
year
give
deal.
him like a 2
You
year.
think he's gonna take a 1
I'm
year?
not talking about a 1 year deal. I'm talking about the money that Randy Gregory that we'll get back from releasing Randy. We have an opportunity to have him and know he's a day one starter, not a 1 year contract guy, a day one starter that he's opposite Bosa, and a year in the program will probably get him more acclimated to the 49er way. And I think we may have more success out of Chase that way. So I could live with Chase and some money. Not maybe 14 million.
I said keep Chase too.
Yeah, I say keep Chase, but he's probably at that number what we get rid of Randy with. We can't have Randy and Chase, no.
Okay.
Farrell, unrestricted as well, coming off the injury, late in the season injury too. I don't remember what it was. I don't think it's not an ACL though or nothing. I think he'll be back ready to go. I would keep Farrell. I mean, he obviously he's hurt. So
4 million due next year?
Something like that, but I would keep him.
Yeah. That's what I say. Farrell, Drake Jackson, all them playing the Randy Gregory's decision. And I say, yeah, Farrell stays.
Drake Jackson didn't touch the field this year.
Again, at this point, this is his year. This is a year to get paid. He has to take a low deal or whatever, a P squad guy, whatever the situation is. Like he got 1 more year to get paid on his contract, on his original contract. So again, we're done.
Kinlaw.
His development has a lot to do with what we do with Randy Gregory, is what I'm saying.
Kinlaw.
I say keep Kinlaw, man. He came through in the playoffs. He did, man.
Not even just the playoffs, all season. He played every game this year. He didn't get hurt. I think him as a backup, he's an NFL backup rotational piece. He's not a starter. And I think if you could keep him like that, he's fresh, he's good. I say keep Kinlaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Kinlaw guy. I could take Kinlaw. I know it's
sign him cheap. He's been in the system, knows, you know what I'm saying? I think you carefully keep him.
Yeah, he's been a bust. I mean, before this season play, I think he's been one.
Correct.
He's been one of those guys that we've been looking to move on from. I think it took a little bit of time. He's a late developer in the NFL. It takes some time. Some guys a little longer to learn how to be professionals, understand what their job duties are. Come out of the deal and understand what his make or break year. And I think he kind of maybe got in the book. And again, this may be part of the development that when you have a guy like Steve Wilkes in the building where this comes with the maturity, right? We don't know what they did behind the scenes, but we've seen a different level from Kinlaw this year for his ability to be available, ready, you understand what goes on. That could come from your defensive coordinator. That may be one of those those things that you can't put a price on. So I like that.
Sebastian Joseph, D tackle. Didn't see much. He could go.
But he's been on and off the roster for how long now? Like he's been on and off the roster. Us, the Rams, everybody in the West. The Seahawks. Like he's been in and out of everybody in the NFC West. I mean, I guess that shows he has talent. I think he'll be a guy that'll kind of be a journeyman, and we can always kind of find him here and there.
Yeah. So same thing with Kevin Givens.
Yeah, same thing with Gibbs. What's the other kid name? I'm drawing a blank. Oh my God, not Hyder. Yeah, like I think he'll be one of those guys right there. Falls in that mix that goes from the 3-4 teams in the West Coast, and we'll keep knocking around because everybody sees talent. He's a great guy. So yeah, I feel that way.
All right, Oren Burks, unrestricted, coming off the injury.
Oren Brooks,
linebacker.
You already said that. Did you not say?
He didn't do Brooks. He didn't do Brooks yet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do Burks. I'm just getting to the linebackers.
All right. See you later.
Yeah,
I would say let him walk.
Let him walk. I'm in let him walk group too. But again, we're gonna have to do some. I mean, you gotta think. Greenlaw.
You got the young guys. The one dude caught the penalty and stuff like that in the Super Bowl.
But also, there's a situation where Greenlaw may start the
Might
season
not be ready, right?
On the IR.
Yeah, but which we'll get to because the other guys are free agent too. Flanagan Flowers, 45.
Yeah, we already seen what he gives us. Nothing, absolutely. Absolutely nothing. That boy got beat like a drum. I thought I seen Drumline happen. I thought I seen Nick.
Oh man. They saying. I mean, I'm not trying to get off topic, but they saying Al Shazir wants to come back.
That's a
So
good
that'd
idea.
that's a
I like
great look.
But back to Flowers. I thought I seen Nick Cannon run a route on him. He got beat.
I'm moving on so we can get out of here. Logan Ryan.
All right, we'll holler at you, Ryan. We'll holler at you, man.
Yeah,
Logan
here
had
we
a
go.
chance
Appreciate it.
Logan had a chance to win the Super Bowl again and go out in style. And I seen him take an angle. I seen him take an angle this year that I didn't take when I was in 7th grade. And
man, listen, y'all so fools, man. So that's a lot of free agents. Our own free agents we got to worry about. Free agency starts March 14th, I want to say, at 4 o'clock. So I'm sure as we get closer, we'll dive deep into it. You got the NFL Combine starting this Thursday. So next week, we'll talk about it, see if anybody stood out, some people we should start looking forward to drafting. The tag deadline will be coming up, which we don't have nobody that we would have to tag or do anything like that. Any other thoughts, things y'all want to get out there about the team and stuff like that?
Yeah,
y'all want to see?
Yeah, I think this is an opportunity for us to get younger. I mean, I think as we look at our team and our vets are, I guess, in their first year, their second year and their second contract with us, it's an opportunity for us to get younger. I want to see us use these 11 picks in the draft. We got some ability to kind of hit some counter punches. People get, unload some of these guys that have nice paydays coming up. They on these $2 million deals. I mean, I'm hoping it's an opportunity where I want to see our preseason, our OTAs be super competitive, right? Like a lot of people in and out.
Competition everywhere.
I want to see competition everywhere, especially at the DB and wide receiver position. I would love to see a lot of transaction where we're bringing guys in, getting them a contract and cutting them 2 days later if they're not panning out. They're not in shape when they get to us already, when they're not, learning the playbook fast enough. Like, I would like to see us get younger. I would like to see where we hit a home run in the draft. Like, we're having 3 and 4 rookies that are playing early. Maybe not all the minutes, but enough minutes to kind of justify 20, 30 plays a game, 15 plays a game, 4 catches, 4 targets, something like that a game. I mean, we need that type of production out of our drafts, and we're not getting that right now. I mean, that's the difference between us in the second half of that game and Kansas City is all their second-year players had played last year as rookies. You know what I mean? So that's the divider between us and how we get young and we're ready for the future. Right now, we're depending on all vets to get the work done and nobody behind them have played. We are at a time right now where it's opportunity to compete in off season, compete in OTAs. It's time for the recruiting staff and the scouting staff. It's time for them to do their job. Cal and them been doing their job with doing the X and O thing. We got to get them to right Jimmys and Joes. The X's and O's have been taken care of for us. It's the Jimmys and Joes right now. So we got to do a better job in the scouting department to find that next, one journeyman, that guy that's coming out of that HBCU somewhere in the South. That guy's coming out that one AA program, that FCS program somewhere. We got to do our homework, and we're not working hard enough.
That's that Bill Belichick scouting.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm at this point where our Super Bowl is going to come from our scouting department and not from our coaching staff. So scouting department got to put in some time this offseason. Right now, Senior Bowl just played. We're looking at everything and anything, and it's that time. It is that time where we got to figure it out. With this new USFL coming out, we need to be looking at these rosters. I mean, I know them guys going to be banging up from playing football in the spring and going to play a whole another 17-game season. May not be there, but there's going to be 1 or 2 guys that has a lot of tread in their tires that's playing in the secondary, that's playing wide receiver that we need to probably get in camp, and we need to be first to touch bases with them. So again, the scouting department has to win this next Super Bowl. This next Super Bowl is on the scouting department and John Lynch being able to finalize and make contracts happen out on the coaching staff.
What about you, P? Anything?
I pretty much was going to say that we definitely got to get younger, get some young guys on the field. I think with 11 picks, if we hit home with probably 5, maybe 6, and get some young players in there, we can get it for cheap. We ain't paying that big salary. I mean, I think that's going to be a win with the draft. At least getting 5 or 6 good defensive, a couple, maybe a receiver or 2, and getting them up under that small salary cap is going to be a definite win for us.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big off season for us, man. We got to return. We got to overcome this Super Bowl hangover. We got to return back to the Super Bowl. And we got to finish the deal this time. We got to finish the deal. But with that said, it's another episode of Whistle Game Podcast. We appreciate y'all for checking us out, tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends and family, share with other Nana fans of Empire, and give us your feedback. Let us know what you think in the comments about the show, about any of the topics that we discussed, players that we should go after, players we should keep, all that kind of stuff. And hit us up on our social medias, man. We'd love to hear your feedback, your thoughts, and stuff like that. But other than that, Arizona T, Don Julio, somebody send us a check, something, because y'all getting major shout-outs tonight.
Yeah.
Run to your local store and get you some Arizona green tea, baby. You'll love it. You'll thank me for it.
Oh, my gosh, man. Whistle Game Podcast, man. We out this thing. Peace.
Peace.